You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
Because I choose to.
Your powers are weak, old man.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
All right. Brother Gino, everybody knows who he is by now because Kendra's done a video on him. Angry Man has done a video on him, and they've basically broken down his whole interaction with this young lady. I'll call her that. So far be it from me to replicate the videos that they've done. I'll actually put the links to their lengthy, I do mean lengthy, streams that they've done on this. They've actually gone through the video, they've read the text messages, they've produced the evidence. So like I said, it would be redundant for me to do it. So I'm just going to give my overall take on it. And I'll just say this, I've been in Gino's position. Okay, so I've been this where I've caught a significant other doing some bullshit. And since I've done it, I know exactly what Gino did. Okay, I know exactly what he did and why he did it. And just like everybody else, his story is no different than millions of others in this country, in the black neighborhood that has gone on for the last 150 years. Okay, his story is no different. Seems different to him. His story seems unique to him, but it's not. Like I said, I've been there. Basically, hearing him in that video do to her and the questions that he put to her just brings back memories of some shit that I did like 30 some odd years ago. So it's like deja vu. So with that, let's get to it. Now, obviously, by the title of this video, because I'm going to title it Finding a Picasso at a Yard Sale, which on its face sounds stupid because the odds of you finding a Picasso anywhere is minuscule, and finding it at a yard sale have a better chance than hitting the lottery. But it is appropriate for this situation. Now, Gino's background, I don't know. The young lady's background, I don't have any clue about. All I know is the story that's given to us and the evidence that he's presented. Now, I don't know if she was homeless or she's just between houses or there's circumstances why she out there like that. Well, let's put it this way. A cute chick with big titties and a big ass out there randomly walking around, that should have been a big ass red flag. Big ass red flag. Just like if you at the local yard sale and there's something that looks like a fucking Picasso sitting on the grass, right? And nobody's taking it. Nobody picks it up. The owner's getting rid of it. Now, one or two things, either nobody knows what it is or there's something wrong with it. It's not what it appears to be. And there should be a healthy amount of skepticism when you pick it up or try to purchase it. Same thing with a chick. Cute chick, big ass, big titties, out there roaming around in a big city by her fucking self, unattached. That should be a red flag. There's something wrong with this picture. It doesn't fit. Now, if you want to partake and sample it and have it checked out, you can. You don't bring her home, okay? You don't bring the Picasso home and hang it on your mantle. You don't do that. Put it in the garage. You have it checked. You have to make sure that it's not a forgery. You make sure that there's not something wrong with the damn thing, like termites or something like that. You don't bring it home. It's like this chick. You take a chick that's a street chick, literally a street chick. I don't care how good she looks. Literally a street chick. And because of her story and the way she looks, you think you're going to make her into a wife. You take her, bring her home, and then you present her as a wife. You give her wifely duties. Okay, you taking a big risk Number one, in this day and time, bringing a chick home into your household with the laws the way they are. This chick could have just walked out of Arkham Asylum just like a week before. And then you go to sleep and you wake up bleeding from your neck and wonder why. So you take a street chick off the street, put her in your house, and then give her wifely duties. Put her in wife position. She's there to take care of your house, cook, clean, and watch out for you and your well-being. And you haven't had this chick checked. You haven't had her background checked. You haven't had her lifestyle checked. You haven't met the family. You haven't done any of that. You just move her in. Okay, that's fine. If you've taken the risk and you know that this is her background and you decided that those big ass titties are worth you taking this risk, that's fine. Okay. You put your balls, your dick, and your wallet onto the crap table. You roll it. Hopefully you're going to get a 7 and an 11. Okay. You take that gamble. But then you get mad when you get snake eyes. When a street chick acts like a street chick. A street chick's trying to get in your pockets, trying to fuck other dudes, trying to monkey branch to the next dude, trying to give you all kinds of bullshit. She start acting like a street chick and then you get upset. You get upset because she's not acting like a wife according to what you think you made her. How many times have I told you it is not your job to raise a wife? It is not your job to train a woman. It's her mother's job. And if her mother has done a bad job or is incapable of training her, you pick her up, you're picking up damaged goods. You're picking up a freaking Mercedes with a blown engine. And all she's bringing to the table is street coochie and big titties. Like if you had means, if you were a man of means and that's what you wanted, you'd have rented her an apartment and become her sugar daddy. And you make sure that she's clean because you're going to have her checked, once or twice a month to make sure she ain't got no diseases. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your schedule is clear on 4 days a week when you're getting ready to go partake. But she ain't coming to your house. She doesn't have access to your car. She don't have access to your money. And when it's time to cut her loose, you cut her loose. You're expecting a chick, a street chick that you haven't qualified, that basically you haven't verified to love, honor, and respect you because you think that your loyalty and your good hard work is going to actually sway her. Number one, women don't respect that in the first place. If she doesn't have genuine desire for you in that realm or for what you do, then it's not going to happen. You can't make it happen. Even men don't work that way. I can't tell you the countless number of women that complain to me about a dude that they like, that kind of like them, that they would spend money, buy shit, buy cars, arrange all kinds of shit for a particular dude. And why is he taking her car or the car that she bought him out there banging other chicks? And that's just the ones that are coming. Like say this one with Gino, should have saw this coming. And I think he did. He saw it coming because he did it with some kind of caution. He didn't trust her completely, which is why when it came time to spring the trap, he had already laid out. He didn't have to come to the conclusion. He knew he couldn't trust her when he brought her there. The thing is, why you hurt? So y'all don't understand why you hurt. All those text messages, all the stuff that you caught, that evidence that you needed, you didn't need that stuff, bruh. She was that way when you brought her. All she did was verify and actually prove to you that she was what you thought she was. She was what you thought she was when you first picked her up at the fucking yard sale. And you thought by being loyal to her, giving her something that you thought she wasn't getting from any place else, she's going to be grateful. Because you didn't make, like Kendra said, you didn't make her earn shit. You just gave it to her. This ain't a scene from Les Miserables, from Victor Hugo, where the priest takes in a thief and reforms him. This is human nature. This is an obvious case. You should have seen this coming. Now, I can understand a dude who gets a wife that is a wife that checks out and has his babies and is basically doing wife shit until one day he gets caught and finds her cheating. And then he gets destroyed. I can understand that because everything that he saw that pointed to her being a good wife, and she was a good wife. Good wives ain't loyal. I'm going to say this again. Good wives are not loyal. In the urban center, 90% of women cheat at some point in their marriage. 90%. 90% of women cheat if they're in an urban area. And that's because she has options. A woman is only as loyal as her options. That doesn't mean she don't love you. That doesn't mean that she's not loyalty as far as the family's concerned. I've seen chicks that was married like 40 years, man. Got grown ass kids, cook, clean, and fuck their husbands on a regular. And got boyfriends on the side that they've had for 20. Women that had grandkids rubbing on my arm, trying to get me to fuck them. And have a great husband and a great family and would not give that up. Would not give up their husband for anything in the world. Would kill a dead tree over their goddamn husband. But would go hit the corner and go get some extracurricular dick. That's why I have my 6 rules. My 6 rules. Take care of me, take care of my kids, take care of my house. Don't bring me back any drama, any diseases, or any outside babies. Which on the tape I heard Gino actually repeat when he came to his senses that she violated one of those 6. And that's when he had to get rid of her, even though she should have never been in wife position in the first place. The reason that the blue pill fantasy, the blue pill illusion persist. Why, Mr. Innocent? Why do you persist? Because I choose to. Because you choose to. Because you choose to. You choose to believe in the blue pill fantasy because that's what's going to help you get up in the morning and go work hard for this family and this broad. Gino chose to believe in this chick because for whatever reason, he needed to believe in this chick. He needed to believe that she was loyal. He needed to believe that she had his best interest at heart. That's what he needed to believe. He needed to believe that fake ass Picasso that was sitting there on the lawn for $5 was real. And when the appraiser finally told him that was a fake, it was actually a copy that was done in Taiwan. It was actually made in fucking China. That's when his hopes got dashed and he wanted to get rid of it, just like they did down the yard sale. Yes, it's a cautionary tale. And somewhere along the line, karma's going to come back for him. And, you know, the thing is, I could blame her all day. I could blame her all day. I could make her the bad guy all day. I could. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Okay. As in general, as a person, she's not a good person. As the Roger Report says, black women ain't good people. She's a horrible person. But she was a horrible person when you picked her up. That's why she was in the street. That's how come the Picasso was in the fucking yard sale next to the goddamn broken toaster. You knew what she was. She was what you thought she was. And all those text messages, all the her going out with that dude, her going to the hospital and was dumb enough to leave the goddamn wristband on her wrist. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, about the details, because I know you want to hear about that. Chick go out on a date while you're not around. And while she can go to any drugstore and get condoms for free, she didn't do any. She ain't got none. And she go out on a date with a dude, gets all made up, puts herself on fucking video with evidence, because she really, like I said, she really done one or two things. One, she's dumb. 2, she don't give a shit. Because she thought this dude was going to be the next leg up, her next way out. And she allowed dude to go up in her raw. And when the dude appropriately treats her just like some random street pussy and drops her back off, then she realized, wait a minute, this didn't go as planned. And I need to go back home. But I need to go back to the man I've been with. But I can't come back to him in his condition. I need to go to the hospital. I need to get checked out for diseases because I didn't use a condom. And I need plan B just in case I get pregnant. I know I heard Kendra give an explanation, but Kendra is a good woman. Kendra's a good woman. And while I love Kendra as a good woman, Kendra thinks that she's a fucking 85, but she's not. And she ain't thinking like an 85 because 85 inherently is stupid. She needed to get that plan B. She needed to get them free tests. And the only way she can get a fucking free test is to walk into a hospital and say that she was assaulted and get a rape kit. Because with a rape kit comes with all those freaking tests along with DNA and a plan B to make sure that she ain't pregnant. And once she get cleaned out, she can't, if Gino comes home and Gino get frisky and she turns away, he gonna know something. She can't have him digging into her past and what she just finished doing and catching her. So what is she going to do? She's going to make it seem like everything's normal. She going to roll over and she going to give him the best push in his life. That's what she going to do. So that he doesn't look. Been there. I know what she did. But you couldn't expect her to do anything else. Everything that she did is consistent with who she was. Everything. The text messages, the phone calls, the stupid ass shit that she did on the goddamn phone, because she's a street chick. She ain't smart. She ain't clever. If she was a wife or she was a little higher up on the food chain, she would never leave any evidence. Nobody would ever have known that she's been out. Period. That dude would have been buried so deep that even her best friends would have never known that she went out. If you look into her past, a couple of dudes back, she did the same thing to the dude before. The exact same thing. That's like she's walking on the street. You got to vet these broads. And if you can't vet them, you got to handle them like they're a wild snake or a wild animal. They need to be in a cage before you trust them. They need to be domesticated before you bring them into the house. I can blame this chick. I can blame this woman for what she did. I took one look at her. Once I saw the video, I took one look at her. I know why you picked her. You saw a big ass, some light skin, and a cute face, and you wanted to bring it home and throw it into your house and throw that into your bed so it'll be at home for you. You wanted it for you. Can't blame you. Hey, everybody's dick has gotten them in trouble. Therefore, the grace of God, go I. But the thing is, I've done that shit, but the thing is, I wasn't dumb enough to bring him home. Wasn't dumb enough to bring him in my house. And if I did bring him home, guess what? They damn sure about it. When I had to leave, they had to go too. When I had to go to work, they had to go. They had to go. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go back and look at Tom Cruise in Risky Business. She is what you thought she was. She is what you thought she was. And now, a year later, the results are in. Stop trying to pick up Picassos in a fucking yard sale. A yard sale painting is a yard sale painting. Use it appropriately. Enough said. With that, I'm going to jump over here. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the